plethora of
Absolutely.
opportunities now for me to just do shit like as well as create other opportunities. Like while I got other people helping me out or I got other people doing certain things, I can go over here and do this. So when this slows down, we got this going on. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to worry about, oh shit, we ain't doing, well, like you was telling me, shit gonna slow up in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, when she slow up, shit, nigga, we can go out west. You ain't gotta be stuck here in this motherfucking code. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit a nigga can do.
No, like it's and then working for hotels, like I could possibly really do that. Like I could do 6 months on in Cleveland, then 3 months somewhere else.
As well as like working for yourself. Say for instance, you do landscaping.
And that's
Certain
what I
time of the
really
year,
want
you
to
not,
do though. Like
yeah, you not
these
really.
winter months, we need to do strictly, and then especially because like you be saying, different times of the year calls for different types of eating, different types of fasting, different types of cleanses that you need to do. So I think that'd be a really good time for us to get into that, like pull on into it for real. We need to do this shit. Ain't no point in keep knowing this shit and not using
It's gonna ride you to your grave.
it.
And truth be told, like, you know how people be like, you live with your regrets or you deal with your regrets before you die.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the like sleep paralysis. You know what I'm saying? Sleep paralysis, they really, man, I gotta let you see this one video how they break it down to be basically you're in between lives. You know what I'm saying? And with you being right there in that transition, that thing that's sitting on your chest is keeping you from leaving your body. You know what I'm saying? Completely. Cause you still, you know what I'm saying? You still could really just leave your fucking body through a dream. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's applied that way, but truth be told, you should look at it as a good thing, like, okay, something is keeping me connected. You know what I'm saying? I'm connected to a greater power. So regardless of this shit that I see when I'm awake that makes me feel like I could possibly die, like nigga, I realize I can't be disconnected to this shit until I decide. Or until what I'm connected to decides. Cause truth be told, I feel like that thing that sits on your chest, no matter how you view it, it's you, whether it's a past life or the current life. You know what I'm saying? So for some of us, we see this woman sitting on our chest and be like, why the fuck this woman sitting on my chest? How you know you in a female? Like, you get so caught up in being a male or a female so motherfucking bad to the point you can't see past this lifetime. Like, just imagine that, though. If somebody, I mean, and even you can't even really appreciate this lifetime. Because you so caught up in gender shit. Like, nigga, like I get a lot of shit from certain aspects, but when it gets to the point you're going too far with that shit, and what I mean by going too far, you're intentionally trying to go away from what has worked. Like, it's one thing, you know, that shit ain't been working. We need to fix that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't romanticize it. Fix the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But if the shit is workable, like a foundation on a house, like, well, all of a sudden we don't put foundations on the house. You know what I'm saying? And it's still on the ground. Now, if you putting your house in a tree house, I see your foundation is rooted in the ground. But if your ass put a house on the ground with no motherfucking foundation, like, come on, dude. Just because you trying to be difficult? Like, that'd be like me throwing away everything I ever knew just because somebody white told me that shit. And I found out they lied to me once. Like, also, I'm just going to play stupid. Just to prove a point, like, that's stupid. You're compounding your issues. At this point, you know enough to be able to weigh shit out. Got some ancestor money?
No, that's some Chinese money.
Some Hong Kong shit. Let me see that
Somebody
shit.
left that as a tip yesterday.
Oh, that's amazing. Cause I was just thinking about past lives, and my sister, she used to
At home.
always get up and be speaking fluent. I know now to be probably Mandarin, but when I was younger, I just was like, man, why you speaking Chinese? You know what I'm saying? My mom used to didn't leave me. Till one night I finally caught my mama going to the bathroom or something around the same time Toya was going to the bathroom. And I said, Mama, watch this. Tapped her ass on the shoulder. Toya, I'm like, man, what the fuck? My mama like, she didn't even say nothing. She just looked. But my mama should know that she got spiritual children because my mama's a very, like, you know, in comparison to the people she grew up around, everybody look at her like she weird because she's so spiritual. You know what I'm saying? She believe things gonna happen when it seem like ain't shit gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So they always looked at her like Man, she selling dope or something. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what she talking about. She doing some other shit. Yeah, she was. She was believing in the unseen more than the people around her, to the point it made her seem crazy to them. Because they was going through the motions saying, yeah, I believe in Jesus and doing all this shit, but they would get off their knees and do some other shit. Whereas she would literally wait or see the opportunities and take advantage of the opportunity to manifest certain shit. But she wasn't talking like that. But when you look at her kids, it's like my older sister, she has the ability to like she gets this from my grandmother and my grandfather, but my older sister, she's a high alto and a soprano. You know what I'm saying? So, and as much as people be trying to act like tones and all of that shit don't matter, like, pay attention to that shit in your family. Like, pay attention to certain people that can't do certain shit and how it affects them in other areas. Like, some people can't harmonize, so they have a hard. I'm just making an example, a generalization. Some people have a hard time harmonizing, so they have a hard time keeping harmony with themselves, let alone other people. You see what I'm saying? Like, if it's never something you had to focus on, it's oftentimes considered something that you don't know how to do. But other people do it by default, based on when they was born, etc., etc. But like I said, I look at my mama kids and it's like, man, I know why I came through the portal that I came through. As much as, people want to be so attached to their parents, and, I feel like that attachment is an excuse. I feel like so often we want to attach ourselves to these other people so we can say, well, I'm living up to their legacy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say I was portaled in, because for so long I used to be, I used to feel overshadowed by my daddy. Because the nigga the shit. You feel me? Like, as far as the world wants you to do this, and he still got the temperament of his spirit ain't broke, to me that nigga the shit. You know what I'm saying? And he never meets a stranger. Motherfuckers who even hate him don't know they love him, because it ain't nothing but misplaced love. When I hear their conversations, I be like, damn, you just wish you had a close relationship with him, it sounds like. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But my dad is so, he be aloof sometimes to some people, it seems. But it's really something I realized he must have learned in his childhood to be able to channel certain shit a certain way, to where he comes off ultimately confident when inside he's still working that shit out, though. Like, I ain't bullshit. I grew up with this, man. And I used to peep so many circumstances we used to be in. Like, we be in the hood playing basketball, and niggas putting out straps and shit because they can't beat my daddy and they mad. And this nigga be out that bitch like Buddha, calm as shit, still doing what he doing. If anything, bring the motherfucker around to the point, now these people coming over my house and they like, I'm your uncle. Your daddy the shit. Anybody fuck with you out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, my daddy don't sell dope, don't do none of that shit, no extra ass shit trying to be in the street. But here it is, no matter where he went, he could go in between them lives. He could be at work and be respected. He could be at church and be respected. He could be on the block and niggas like, man, I respect this nigga because he ain't out here trying to do what the fuck we doing. So when I grew up seeing that type of shit, it make you you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I was overshadowed by my father for a while because of what I told myself. You see what I'm saying? The good thing is he never tried to make me be him. But in my head, I wanted to do just like most kids. You want to figure out how you can contribute to show your parents you appreciate them and they don't got to worry about you. Like, I know how to take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, when you can't take care of yourself, I got you. Like, that really be the conversation until it turns left. Where it's like, you don't think I can contribute? Well, fuck you, I'm going to show you out here. And then after showing you for so long, I don't fuck with you because you made me do this shit. You know what I'm saying? You made me go out here and show I could do this shit rather than just let me do it for you. And you appreciate what lot of bit I contribute or what little bit I contribute. And that's why, like, as much as, it might seem like in certain situations where other people treat their kids a certain way, it seems like they just letting their kids raise them up. It's all about intent to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can find yourself doing a lot of shit, but if intent, or if you just winging it, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna come off like, yeah, this child done had to raise them kids. But when you intentionally like, hey, from every now and then, I'm gonna let this person help me out. I'm gonna let her do this because at the end of the day, she gonna have to do this for herself one day. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want it to be a rude awakening. Like, you never had to feed nobody. You never had to take this time off because, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever allowed you to do it, or nobody gave you the opportunity. So when I think about that shit, yeah, they right there.
The kids was.
Somebody right there. I think it's Momo. But ain't nothing for them to get into. I ain't worry about that.
No, I was just looking at the cat.
Yeah, that's how I know they right there. Pro-black anything. But I'm just saying, like, those are the little subtleties that take place in our families that people be acting like, I don't know why you acting like this. Why you showing out? Why you being extra like that? Like, sometimes parents really have to tell their kids, like my beautiful mother. That's what I'm gonna start calling her from now on. Even though my biological mother is beautiful too, but I feel like it's beautiful when people step up and they don't necessarily have to. But my beautiful mother used to always tell me, whenever she would see me, like, it's like she knew, like, why the fuck you holding yourself back? Like, why you not doing this? Why you not doing that? And then finally I just broke down crying like, bro, I don't live up to my daddy. Like, all that shit you talking about is cool, but I don't live up to this nigga. This nigga go so fucking hard, I just wish I could be half of this nigga. And she told me, she was like, what? Like, what? You know, if your daddy heard that shit, that nigga stop everything he doing right now to let you know you worth being you. Everything he do, so you don't have to. So why you killing yourself trying to do what the fuck he already did? You only fooling yourself. You only fooling yourself. He already proud of you. He already love you. Because everything he went through is to get you here. You don't, all you gotta do is be you. And the things I asked you why you not doing it, Red, is because that's you. I see the passion in your eyes when you doing that shit. I remember you being a kid, and that's all you did all day. I remember telling you, hey, Red, you seem kind of selfish now, but when you get older, you gonna be a motherfucker that's all about everybody. And all the while, here it is, people didn't even realize I was putting that work in. And I ain't realized myself. I was putting the work in with being able to be alone with myself. So when it came time to come out, finally, you feel me, I would be able to be sure of myself. I wouldn't have no reason to sit over here and try to compete with other motherfuckers. Look at this, the other cat. I wouldn't have no reason to try to compete with other motherfuckers. Mama, very fucking magical. But, so therefore, now, everything comes to me. Everything comes to me. But when you out here competing, it's like, shit, I gotta do this, or I ain't gonna be this. No, you gotta feel it. Be in the moment. Know when you got the hot hand. Why have a hot hand and not be able to feel it? You know what I'm saying? When a motherfucker, man, bro, have you ever had that feeling? Like, I don't care if it's you was making something. You know what I'm saying? And you just felt like, hey, I'm so precise right now. You feel me? But I remember going to different camps. Like, I remember being in sports camps this one time. We was in, man, and I wasn't even a basketball player, but I found a way to tap into certain shit. Long story short, I came down court, and this dude, the little white dude checking me. I did my move. I always been practicing in the front yard. You feel me? I act like I'm finna go to the left, and then I turn my last minute and throw the ball back to the right and cross your ass. You feel me? Man, I did that shit and then step back. I felt it, like, hold on, bro. I didn't even really put no effort into that shit. It's just mechanics at this point. You know, I ain't say mechanics, but it's just me going through the motion. So I came back down court again. After they missed, you know what I'm saying? I hit my shot. They came down court, missed their shot. I caught the rebound, come back down court, get to the same, almost the same spot, because I wanted a three-pointer. Almost the same spot, did the same move, step back. Whoosh. Nigga, why? You think I stopped? Until they stopped me, nigga. I did that shit 4-5 more times. And we won that goddamn. And niggas was like, bruh, nigga, you the fucking truth. All the while, I'm a football player. I never, you know what I'm saying? Never really gave a damn about basketball other than my daddy is the greatest at that shit, is how I felt. That's why I didn't play basketball, because he always told me be the greatest at what you do. And I'm like, nigga, can't beat you. So, football it is. I wish he would have, man, I wish he would have thought about this shit, because I probably would have been, you know what I'm saying, halfway decent playing basketball. But be that as it may, I probably would have never gave up on sports if I would have did what he like. You know what I'm saying? I would have kept going, because I'm like, it's bigger than me type of shit. Versus I'm doing this football because this is my legacy. And then after a while, I realized that wasn't the legacy I wanted to leave. People talk that shit all the time. Like, man, I love my people because I brought this to my people. Like, nigga, I turned away shit because I knew that shit was going to turn me away from my people. So at a certain point, your sincerity got to be your credentials. It can't be, oh, I got this diploma, I got this degree. Like, what you sacrifice for this shit, though? Aside from validation. I mean, aside from going somewhere long enough to get some validation. What you know about practicing some shit when people don't even call you no doctor? When people don't even appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you know about that? What you know about studying some shit because you want better for your family? And you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro. And you taking all that shit and taking all that weight on you. And to me, I feel like I'm lightening my load because it's a heavier weight to depend on other people to do what the fuck I feel like I can figure out myself. And we all just out here trying to figure this shit out. Hey, the point of me mailing it in and saying, man, shit, let Buddy figure that shit out for me. Let Buddy figure that shit out for me. Like, no. Here it is. We surmise that our wants and desires of this flesh is our mind. And then furthermore, we surmise that our mind controls us. Rather than we tell the mind, look, nigga, this is what we doing. You feel me? Like every other organ in the body. Look, nigga, this is what we doing. But here it is, we get to the mind and we be like, nah, I was thinking this, so I must want. No, you don't. You don't do that. That's not filtering. With a conscious mind, you filter that shit. Like I said, when you get that high hand, you in intuitive mode, you be intuitive. But be intuitive I think you was saying something about intentional, being intentional, like with certain shit. Like, yeah, you can use your intuition.
Period.
Huh?
Intentional living.
Yeah. Once you intentionally living, yes, you can tap into your intuition to get you there. But when you just winging it, you just winging it for the most part. And sometimes you gotta count this all joy. Well, I ain't gonna say sometimes, the majority of the time, the only reason why you still here is because as much as you winging it, you by default in tune with your, you know what I'm saying, with your purpose to an extent. Everything that you going through is leading you in a direction. So even when you think you out here bullshitting, you're gonna get tired of bullshitting, which is gonna lead you to focusing. Oh yeah, you gonna get tired of bullshitting, which gonna lead you to focusing. Shout out to you, Shay Love. Shout out to the Blue family. We appreciate your family. Oh, mamas. Shout out to all the mamas and the daddies. Cause you know, for the longest niggas weren't able to do so therefore you got people who choose not to. That's why that whole option came about in the nigga mind, for real. Like, yeah, we reason that shit away now because we got so many antitheses that we can pinpoint or put the conspiracy on, but it don't change the facts. The facts is any little fracture and that shit leads to the breaking point, or leads to a breaking point. Because shoot, one thing about a fracture, that shit don't heal.
Damn, I ain't know Pop Smoke posted his address.
He didn't mean to.
Yeah, he didn't mean to. It was an accident, but I just learned that fact just now. I never seen that before.
Yeah, it was more like he was showing a bag or something.
Yeah, he was. It does.
And it had the address on it.
Yeah, he was literally showing.
But it's also like I tell people, you know, as much as, you know, we gonna take accountability for what we did, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he, in his life or whatever, before that shit transpired or, you know, expired, he took responsibility, you know what I'm saying? But I also look at the overall, like if we all sitting inside a little crystal ball, you feel me? And we got certain shit we gotta do in order to survive based on the people on the outside of the crystal ball or the people on the inside that's making it that way. I still have to deal with the outside forces or the people on the inside that's making shit a certain way. Nobody gonna sit here and want to rob somebody or take something from somebody unless you put them in conditions that make them feel like, hey, you feel me? This how it's the only way I'm able to come up. Cause when you weigh shit out if motherfucker want to be a millionaire, which is basically somebody who don't want to have to worry about money, want to be able to sustain themselves for the rest of their life and be able to help other people, in order to do that shit on a regular income, shit, nigga, you better off trying to play the lotto. It's just like playing the lotto or being at the craps table. You wind up spending so much motherfucking money at that table to the point when you finally win, you know what I'm saying? It makes up. In your head, that's what you tell yourself. It makes up for all I lost. But shit, what if you just broke even? That's what I be thinking. Like, a lot of these niggas out here breaking even and then being like, well, shit, I'm cool now. But to me, that's settling. That's settling. When your ass could be out here hitting the lotto for real every day. Every day you wake up, you hitting the lotto for real. Because you got an opportunity to create endless possibilities. That's all hitting the lotto is. And once you see the opportunities, take advantage. Shit. Motherfuckers want to get it all in one whop. Want to get it all in one whop. Can't see the little intervals where it's coming to you. That's the magic. Once you can see the intervals where it's coming to you. Because once you always arriving at the destination, it kills it. It kills it for you. You like, okay. All right, it's just another day. You know what I'm saying? But when you actually had to go through some shit the night before to get to the day, you wake up like, oh, I did. I woke up, y'all. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate today. Because you know what you went through to get here. You know what you went through. But when you, man, bro, when they just throwing shit at you, you better be careful. But when I was younger, they was giving me the world. And I ain't know what the fuck to do with it. You feel me? Like, I could get a job like that. And it'll be a good job, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know what to do with the shit. I was making hella money selling dope and everything. I ain't know what to do with the money. But now when you know what to do with money, guess what you got to do? You got to manifest that shit. It don't come to you on no dumb luck no more. Because you know better. Because you know better. Not to mention shit, for the most part, for you to buy into that whole working shit, somebody done programmed you, nigga, ain't nothing finna come to you. Ain't nothing finna come to you. But what I'm gonna tell you is, even that is an extreme. So why be imbalanced that way? Why tell yourself nothing magic can happen for me? I mean, nothing magical can happen for me. Then it can't. Then it can't. I'm tripping, you know, I be studying different languages and shit. I'm looking at these, the Israelite language and how, you know, they able to use this language to amplify their energy and what they wanted to manifest. So you imagine if people is teaching it in this way, you know, you might not even call yourself a full-blood Israelite, but when you see the purpose in something, you can utilize it when it's necessary. But when you don't see a purpose in it, you're gonna keep on banging on that shit like the last shit they sold the motherfucking ass, and you like, man, I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling for that again. Y'all got me last time, not this time. So when I think about that shit, I'm like, man, bro, I'm not finna play with it. I'm not finna play with it. I'm gonna take big steps, meaning I'm gonna make a difference with each step. I'm not gonna keep doing the same shit. I'm gonna be very observant of what I just last did. So the next step I make, it can be even bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like when them people get ready to do you ever seen people do the long jump? They be doing these little skip-like motions to build themselves up before they get to the line. Like, a lot of us don't realize we skipping right now. Or at least you should be skipping on your journey to your destination before you make that big leap. Like, you gotta be there already. Like I say, I am so grateful the work is already done because of what I've overcome. Now more rewards soon to come because of all the obstacles in life that I triumph. Like, that's where you gotta be. You gotta be in that space. I already won. And like my grandma used to tell me in the Bible, the war is already won. And truth be told, you know how the war already won? Through preparation, through strategy. You feel me? You can't be talking about you finna go to war with somebody because you bumped into him. You ain't prepared for that. That was some happenstance shit. But when you prepare for some shit, I'm going to tell you how it goes. Majority of the time, don't nobody want no smoke. Don't nobody want no smoke. Why you think these other countries don't be wanting to fight every country? Because they see certain countries prepare for the smoke. But that's the thing. Niggas keep on talking about they like to be lit, but you ain't prepared for the smoke, G. You ain't prepared for the smoke. First of all, your lungs is too weak. You feel me? You got baby lungs. You ain't out here doing no conditioning. You know what I'm saying? For the session. Because a session basically means it's finna be a minute. We in this shit for the long haul. I don't know about you, but I don't plan on dying no time soon. And I've been here for a minute. Fuck you mean. For some people, they don't seem like that long, but I've appreciated every second and every minute. I've been in the moment every hour. You feel me? So, for me, it's been longer than most people's lifetime in this period of time that I done lived so far. Because I spent so much time by myself, even in a room full of people, because you have to be able to go within the realities. If you can't go within the realities, man, you just over there draining people. You need to get the fuck out the crowd. You need to get the fuck out the crowd. Cause you just over there like, man, shit, I don't know how to be by myself. Shit, what y'all doing? Oh shit, that's what's going on here. Man, sit out. Hey. Stop absorbing shit and you don't know what the fuck you absorbing. Motherfuckers will be sitting there, listen to their homegirl, they homeboy complaining about their life, then get off the motherfucking phone and make a problem in their fucking life. Make a problem. And I know, because I used to do, man, I still had to check myself from time to time. Hey, bro, that ain't your problem. Stop, don't recreate that shit. And you talking to a nigga who could sit there and look at some shit and draw that shit. You feel me? So I know the power of being able to look at something and how you can recreate that shit. Not to mention how you can recreate it in your life. Nigga, my mama made me put so much focus on how motherfuckers was doing her dirty or how my daddy went shit. And then I turned around and what? Had to go through the same shit as this nigga at times too. Because one, I didn't know how to avoid. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, you telling me this nigga did this nigga did that. Majority of the time, people that's complaining can't tell you how to avoid some shit. That's why you can't sit around and listen to motherfuckers complaining all the goddamn time, because ain't no substance in it. Until you learn how to go within the realities. When you sitting there talking to your homegirl and she sitting there complaining or your homeboy sitting there complaining, you got to go within the reality and say, man, I'm grateful in this moment that I'm able to observe this shit. You feel me? That's first. I'm grateful in this moment that I have opportunity to check myself before I try to look at somebody else. You feel me? And even if what they doing is something that I'm not doing, let me take this opportunity since I have allowed for this, or I'm going to stop this conversation immediately after this. But if I'm going to allow for this, let me take this opportunity to see how my life could be if I don't continue to be consistent in chasing my goals or walking down my goals and enjoying my path. Because so often, man, bro, we in so much competition with the motherfuckers we looking at and don't know it. To the point your ass trying to be like them. Your ass trying to be like them. You over there saying little slick shit like, who she think she is? In your head. In your fucking... Man, come on, bro. Walk in the room, I got haters. Why you think you got haters? Because you hate on everybody else? When a lot of us ain't did shit to hate on. You doing the same shit everybody else doing. What the fuck? What's different? You doing shit for the same reason everybody else doing. What the fuck? You eat because your stomach growling. Somebody told you that shit. Oh, yeah. My stomach growling. That mean I'm hungry. What? If I slide a chair across the floor and it make noise, do you think the floor hungry? I'm just throwing that shit out there. I'm just saying, until somebody puts that instruction in your head that that's what that is, it ain't there. It ain't there. So at that point, you eating on stimulation. Like something moved me. Something moved within me. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna need you to eat for function. I'm gonna need you to eat for function. But if you was eating for function, half of this shit you eating, you would know gonna give you some some dysfunction, some discharge. Like, come on, listen to it's in our face. Oh shit, don't get me started. It's in our face. You can look at a nigga eyeballs and see what the fuck going on. But you talking about you look yourself in the face every day. Motherfucker talking about I can look myself in the mirror. Why you not then? Why you can't see? Something wrong with you, baby. Something wrong. Seriously wrong. And it's not what the world telling you is going on. You run about a fucking metaverse. You not going. Other than the video game. We there. We there. I kept losing my crystals because my buddy like, nigga, we is there. Like, thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the charge. You feel me? Thank you for the outside reverence. But we there. So let's keep on, you know what I'm saying, doing what's necessary within to work on them crystals. Let's shine them crystals. Let's get them crystals in the moonlight. I mean, to put your black ass out there for the powers that really be, instead of worrying about the powers that wanna be. They always talking about how niggas are some wannabes. Nah, y'all some fucking wannabes. You motherfuckers wanna be God. And I'm tired of giving you that spot. So quite frankly, bitch, sit down. Matter of fact, let me say that a little better. Oh, glorified little boy, sit down. Cause that's too powerful. I ain't gonna give you that. I ain't gonna give you the bitch. No. I can't wait till my people get to that point where we can behold what that, man, boy, what that energy really is. I know the word, but when I hear that word, huh?
All the water dried up.
All the water dried in the Bahamas. Shit, that mean they got plenty of salt to collect, goddamn. Look how my mind thinking, boy. I'm telling you, you got me fucked up. I sell water to a well.
Where the fuck the water go?
What you mean, where the water go? You seen how they got like, first of all, they found some underwater.
The whole ocean?
Bruh, they found underwater pockets that's more than the ocean. They said the underwater pockets that they've been finding, they've been finding, as far as they're concerned, it has the potential to hold way more water than the ocean. You feel me? So, who's to say the water don't go into these areas? Who's to say? Not to mention, I want to know what creatures is down there. They keep on finding new animals and shit. That shit ain't by accident.
I told you, it's underwater.
Oh yeah, Melinda, we gonna have to go into that. Yeah, we need to do an episode on the cause I did an episode on how they dropped that bomb, but you know I need people to know what's down there. You know what I'm saying?
Extraterrestrials and shit. I just watched a mermaid spear a fish 6,300 meters underwater, and you know we can't even go that far underwater. It was a camera hooked up to an oil rig underwater, and a motherfucking spear hit a fish, and then a fucking something came by and grabbed the fish. Real fast.
Oh man, that's what people don't realize. Look, peep this, and this, like, cause I want what you said to stand. I'm talking about something else. The reason why y'all don't gotta worry about these FEMA camps in mass. See what I'm saying? So as long as you don't act an ass as an individual and put yourself in a predicament to get kidnapped, you don't have to worry about this shit. This is why I say that. Because if you ever been in a life or death situation, you came online to an extent for you to still be here. If you get what I'm saying. Whether it was after the so-called impact, your body was able to heal itself and keep you alive, or because that can be coupled with you knowing in the nick of time to move out the way. You know what I'm saying? Or how to move out the way. Because it was a time some heavy ass shit about to fall on me, and I had fell on the ground off a truck, and I didn't have no time to really move, like stand up, get out the way type shit. So I had to skid across the ground, like literally scrape my ass to get out the way. You feel me? But nonetheless, hey, I'd rather have some scraped up ass skin than be crushed and not be here type of shit. You feel me? So when I think about that, what I'm saying is, the reason why they not gonna ever do no shit like that, because if you ever was to attack black people in mass, like, come on, as much as they try to paint that shit, that's just to keep you docile. They paint that shit to keep you from coming online in your own way. Like, meaning, like, you can leave your job on your own terms. You feel me? Or you can get fired. So, if we get fired on, we gon' come online. Basically, like, if they was to say, hey, we finna kill all black people tomorrow, that's why they never say no shit like that. They never come at us all at once. Because niggas would come online immediately. Immediately. I mean, all the bullshit we got amongst each other, that shit will go away. You feel me? And the moment they attack us, our adrenaline would be so motherfucking synchronized to the point, you talking about third eyes is not real and shit, nigga. That shit might scare your motherfucking ass, how much in tune a nigga really is. As far as I'm concerned, that third eye ain't nothing but that antenna. And, hey, that's the Most High way of not allowing it. Because I'm telling you, fools would try anything. But as soon as them motherfuckers try it, the Most High gonna give us the power of life and death. The power of, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. All the power on earth. That's what that conversation, bro. That shit ain't no, man, come on, bro. They want you to turn around and say, oh, what a wretch am I, and I'm glad that I was saved. You feel me? When they really talking about themselves. But they got us singing they salvation. That's like saying, I forgive you. And singing it so loud that your ancestors hear it. So they tricked your ass into saying, I forgive you. But I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You can't forgive shit for me. And we family. So regardless, to if you come to the market, there will be meat. There will be meat. We gonna spark this shit. Because it done been sparked on us. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I come to help my people think, you know, not to tell you how to think, but to, shit, I'm a little brother, but to, you know, get on your nerves just enough that you think of a solution that would be sufficient enough for you, just like your body do for you. You feel me? They'll tell you gotta eat this, you gotta eat that, but your body will uniquely put together a solution for you regardless to what the fuck that you eat. It's gonna break that shit down, say we can take this, throw that back. That would become your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why even play with the body like that? You can eat. Now, remember what I said? You can get fired or you can quit. So you can quit bullshitting with yourself and you don't gotta keep on doing none of that shit. You could take a fast and let your body get your ass together on its own. Excuse me? Oh yeah. That's what be happening. That's what be happening when you take a fast. Your body done got a break from all that bullshit, all that trash you've been putting in the way that it got to clean up all the time. And now it's actually able to do what the hell it's able to do. Not to mention, if you ever want to know what the hell going on with a situation, take a fast. You know, if you ever want to see a change in the situation, fast. And you don't always got to fast until something happens. You could do this, and it's even more powerful. You can pick a certain amount of days. Pick your power number. A lot of us know what our lucky numbers is. Look into what them numbers mean. You might come to find out that's your power number, right? So you fast for that amount of days, right? And you forget about it. Quit thinking about it. After you do the work, like after you build something, you don't worry about how you gonna build something, right? So after you do the work, for them days that you said how long the work should take, stop worrying about that shit. Stop worrying about that shit. And that's the surprise that's gonna come to you when it comes. Because then you're gonna be like, oh, I forgot about, man, I'm so grateful. You feel me? Because you don't want to have that sense of entitlement. Like, I did the work, where is that? That's no different than somebody saying, I'm gonna give you a gift if you do this. And then every time you say some dumb shit, they like, damn, I was about to give it to your ass. But nah, we ain't gonna do it with this kind of energy, because that ain't the energy I'm trying to do it in. So we just gonna wait till the energy right. And that's the thing. When you know how beautiful it is to be aligned with the proper energies, the energies that are you, you don't have no problem waiting. You don't have no problem waiting, and it really ain't waiting. You feel me? It really ain't, it ain't waiting in a bad sense. It really ain't. It's coming online. It's getting in tune, tapping in. And sometimes that takes some time. Sometimes that takes some time to heat shit up. Sometimes that takes some time for it to make sense. Take some more experience for you to be like, oh, I see what grandmama and them was saying now. Okay, so the next time that shit come back around like that movie Next, I'm gonna capitalize on the moment. You know the movie with Marlon Wayans, when that motherfucker kept on basically dying and coming back. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of us, we gotta realize this life is just that. The basics are still the same, regardless to how we redecorate it or what levels to the game we try to give it. It's still about survival to the point you create a system of flow that you can thrive. That's all. That's all, but we complicated with all the other details. Okay, well, this how I'm gonna do it. You know, T minus 12 equals, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You just codifying your shit so can't nobody else do it. We get it. And that's cool, because at the end of the day, we all are codified. That's why you just be happy. You just celebrate other people's accomplishments. Because you know at the end of the day, when your code comes online, the code that's within you, when it come time for it to make its move and do what it do, because you will have your time. But for so many of us, we done got caught up in wanting to be, we done got caught up in wanting to be gestures or jesters. You know, people that provoke certain energies in other people, even when they not feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? They just mimic interactions. And after so long of mimicking interactions, aka being fake, bluffing, and pump faking, you begin to become that. To the point you can't even have real relationships. So for that person out there that's like, dang, man, I'm just as talented as such and such, why I ain't on? And Lauryn Hill ain't even singing no more, bro. Why y'all think that is? That shit ain't what y'all think it is. See, a lot of times we forget the history. When we had this culture class, we forgot the history of all the cultures. And that's why we suffer as a result. That's what all your good books talking about. Once you lose identity, you're left to the ills of a society. You feel me? You're left to the ills of a society. So that's like me and my mama, you know, we done been staying in the same house since I was a kid. Now my kid's in the house, and then you come over, you feel me? And you don't got the respect of the house, so you start doing fuck shit, like stealing, doing all that type of shit. But if you appreciated the house, you feel me, and felt a part of it, you wouldn't dare let nobody do it or do it yourself. So it's the same thing with us in this world, bruh. You done been convinced that you're not even a part of this reality. You done been convinced that you're a second-class citizen. You done been convinced you everything and anything somebody tell you your ass is. I'm gonna tell you like this, you can tell yourself a different story. And quite frankly, that's what you should do. You should tell your story. So nobody else can. And even if they do, we'll know the difference between the truth and their point of view. You feel me? Everybody got their point of view, but want to be that much more beautiful. If you had the wherewithal in time to say, you know what, let me document this. Let me put this down. So when somebody else come around, they don't have to wander in the wilderness. They don't have to wonder how you do this. How did other people do this before now? Why I gotta struggle with this? And then become rebellious as to not be a part of a culture. Because if you was part of a culture, your social group will cultivate you in such a way that you don't even gotta worry how things are gonna be. You can live in happiness and bliss because you always have things to look forward to. You know, sort of like the tribal boy, you know, who was like, man, I'm looking forward to my coming of age ceremony. You know, the things that I gotta go through, you know, and all the things and he's happy now because he recognizes everything that he's going through right now is leading him to this moment to where he can show up and show the fuck out because he's been preparing himself. But a lot of us don't realize, come on, baby boy. Well, everything you went through up until now is preparation for you to be the greatest you that you can be when you see the opportunity to. Just shine through. Just shine through. And you don't gotta wait until you be this or you be that. I want you to know, man, all that be this and be that is what they told you, so you will hold you back. But we back for a reason. Cause we got work to do. And I'm glad the work is done because of what I have overcome. Therefore, more rewards are soon to come because of life's obstacles that I have triumphed. I am glad the work is done because of what I have overcome. Therefore, more rewards are soon to come because of what I have. I am glad the work is already done because of what I have overcome. There are more rewards soon to come because of life's obstacles I'm glad the work is already done because of what I have overcome. Therefore, more rewards are soon to come because of the obstacles in life I have tried. I don't know, but a lot of times I think about my beginnings. I think about like childbirth. I think about like when my mom, like how that had to be, you know, for her to become the person she knew her as when I came into existence. And how, you know, at one point in time I was a thought in her mind. Just a thought in her mind. And recognize how precious it really is. And how beautiful. Like how beautiful it is that somebody could think and say, you know what? I wanna bring forth a being, you know, that I can shower with my love. And they can love me back and we can be loved. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, I love this person so much that I want to share this moment, this lifetime that would transcend both hours. Like, let that shit sink in. Let it cook. Cause the time that it took for you to get here, the essence that is you, that is so precise and perfect, you gotta recognize that you could call so many things into existence because of this. Oh my God. You think you just a happenstance. That's why you think ain't nothing gonna happen when you say it will. That's why you think ain't nothing gonna happen when you feel the intuition to even speak on it. Like you gotta recognize it's coming from somewhere. See, if you change your point of view as to say, like the psychic mind is to say, I'm getting this premonition. You know what I'm saying? Or you can say, I'm gonna manifest it. Like I said, you can quit your job or you can get fired. Either way, the shit gonna happen. Everything must come to an end, and every end is a new beginning. It's a new beginning. Count it all joy and be happy because you have so many more of these opportunities, you know, rather than looking at it like an obstacle. Look at it like I didn't this opportunity like a problem, so I didn't miss out. But if you look at everything that you don't want to see or don't want to deal with, you bound to miss out on the purpose for it even coming into fruition. Again, a lot of these feelings, a lot of these things that we think we want to manifest, or we get the gut feeling to manifest, I encourage you to take your point of view and just look at it from a standpoint of, dang, am I getting a premonition of what's to come? And just to help you with that thought, like, think about the things that you said you wanted to bring into existence, the things you said you wanted. And you ain't even have to lift a finger. Somebody said, man, I was thinking about you, or, you know, these don't fit me. Like, huh? Man, I was just thinking, man, bro, I said I was gonna give me some Prestos, and I let that go. And I let that go. So, like, at the end of the day, it's like, man, you are all powerful. But you gotta know that. You gotta know that for you to get the joy out of it. Cause the picture is always there. Real Kodak. Real Kodak. I'm gonna get tight. Real Kodak. Ooh, soon to come. But you know what I'm learning when it comes to this manifesting and living in your truth, you show them. Feel me? So I'm in preparation mode, but got something to show y'all very soon, very very soon. You know what I'm talking about? And I know my family is gonna love it. Most of all, I just wanted to give y'all something to look forward to, for real, for real. So I know my people happy. You know what I'm talking about? Happiness comes from, you know, having things to look forward to. So if you ever wanted to know how to help somebody in your life be more happy with their situations or happy with their life, get them things to look forward to. You know, so for them babies, you know, tell them when y'all get out of school, we gonna do something fun today. For your lover, for your loved one, tell them, shoot, I can't wait to see you. I got something for you. You feel me? Like, just drop them little breadcrumbs here and there. Smoke no. Hell yeah. But you know, focus on that thing, like, you know, in a celebration form. Like, you know how when you first got certain things, you was like, man, I'm glad I finally got that shit. You know what I'm saying? You like, you keep looking at it like, yeah, I got it. So I would encourage y'all to get pictures, like whether that's a car, you know, that you want, and look at that thing like your driveway. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us know how to work Photoshop, so put that shit. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Taking Photoshop and putting pictures where I want them. You feel me? Like, say for instance, you want to manifest a electric vehicle. Take a picture of your driveway. You take a picture of that vehicle. You position that thing in your driveway, and you look at that thing every day. You feel me? And you come on now, you ingest that reality until it becomes you. A lot of us, we don't got the money we say we want. We don't got the things we say we want because we not prepared for it. And the universe knows it. And it's really out of love that they don't give it to us. It's already here. They just don't show it to us. And I wouldn't even say they don't show it to us. They keep showing it to us, but we so caught up in this negativity and low vibration to the point we keep seeing the problems as things we don't want to see rather than an opportunity for us to come into being. Our greater selves, our true selves. They gonna see what these babies into in here. No, they spirits high. We at it. We at it. I sure appreciate y'all, man. Man. Ancestors. They all our ancestors. So I'm gonna need y'all to for sure show up in Melinda and my sister Shay life in a way that we all can be blessed from, you know, this conversation that we had in the daylight. We was touching and agreeing on greater stances for our people, for our families, and what greater or more honorable thing is that to be doing. What more honorable thing is that to be doing? I need you, ancestors. I need y'all to come through in a major way. I need y'all to do, as I say, as we are one. I know the things that are coming through me are for sure your work, therefore outward. But yeah, I appreciate the fuck out of y'all. Y'all got some questions this morning, or just some things y'all want to talk about? Man, I just came in from outside and I took a nice little walk. Yeah, it took me a nice little walk, so I'm really just, I don't know. Everybody be calling me that. I mean, everybody be on me about my hoodie shit. Like, I don't know. I like to operate in the shadows, or I like to recognize that I am the light. You know what I'm saying? That's planked by or surrounded by darkness. You feel me? In the midst of the chaos, I have a peace. You know, I think about the story of Jesus on the boat. And y'all bear with me because, you know, I got my way of seeing the Bible. Because I grew up from some colorful people. So I look at the story of Jesus on the boat and I think, like, you know, Jesus had to be asleep on that boat, you know, after putting forth all his energy to help these people, you know, to heal themselves. You know, that had to be draining. And at the same time, you know, you got to recharge, you know. And when you're all powerful and understand those type of things, you know, y'all sure had to take a break. And them people was like scared, like they scared the storm come up on them. They like, man, hold on, bro. We know a nigga that heal people. So if we about to die, we need to make sure this nigga know we about to go. He just wake up like, bro, for real, bro, I can't even get no sleep, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even, bro, y'all won't even let a nigga get no sleep. Like, what's going on? What y'all scared of now? It's a little scary asses. I know that's how Jesus was. Like, you can imagine, you know. You a person done grew to a certain age and people just keep on acting like they don't know what's up in your presence. Like, when your kids keep asking you what's for dinner, you like, you know I feed y'all all the time. Come on now, don't worry with me with that. I got things on my mind. Hold on 1 second, family.
Can I have some water?
Yes, baby. Give me 1 second. Go sit at the table. Alright, you. Fruit? Let me see. I think I got some still ready. I'll give you some water first. Hold on 1 second. Miss Lighthead. I got some coconut water. You wanna try some coconut water this morning? It's ice cold. Ice cold. How was your dreams, baby?
Great.
You got some good dreams? You remember?
Huh?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what you dreaming about? You say your sister's been at the skating ring with you?
Yeah.
You know they say when you dream about things, that's your way of working those thoughts out. So the good thing about you dreaming about that is it's the first step to you working out your thought process to achieving that said dream. As well as you put your energy out in the universe because you thought about it so much so that you dreamed about it. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. But you said the type I get something to drink, okay? We'll definitely get you some watermelon soon though. I'm thinking more kiwi this morning. What y'all think?
Yeah.
Kiwi? You ain't cold, Sadie? I see you ain't got no little pants on. Oh, Shay, come on now. That's a process, you know. That's a process, definitely, to get them to do that. But, you know, got some little coconut water. And the thing is, though, I keep running across coconut water where they want to add sugar to it and shit. I'm like, come on, bro. Coconut water don't need that. It don't need no added sugar. Right. Man, I bet Jesus used to be like, man, hold on, because you know they got them missing books. It is some telling. Like, you can put together the pattern of this nigga thought process. Jesus is not no hoe, you feel me? Motherfuckers was like, who you come for? Jesus was like, I came for my people. Like, come on, that nigga thuggy, G. That nigga thugging. I know. We gonna, hey, but see, that's what me and Blue gonna have to, like, we gonna have to start talking more, you feel me? Like, being able to hold each other accountable, bouncing ideas off each other, cause see, Blue is strong where I'm, you know, where I struggle at too, you feel me? So we can balance each other out, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh be into the finances and getting to the hustle, you feel me? As well as calm temperament when dealing with the public. You feel me? So it's like, man, we all can stand to be around each other some more so we can grow from each other. 1 second. Bon appetit to y'all. Coconut. Yeah, babies. That water. I coconut water for you. Hope you enjoy. Let me see what this coconut water talking about. Hey, sister, very painful. And the guy who took his life, I love him too. What happened, family? What we talking about? Yeah, family is everything. I love my family. My grandfather is probably the reason for a lot of that. Both of my grandfathers, actually. My grandmother, you know what I'm saying? I can go on for days, man. I was blessed to be in the presence of everybody, you know. I was the child that people wanted to take to the store, let's spend the night over their house. Cause I just used to sit there and soak game with them. I just used to sit there and soak it up. Like, dang, for real, that's how that work? You know what I'm saying? So, you know how that go. People who appreciate things, you love to give them stuff. You love to teach them things. You feel me? It's like, because you love to see the look on their face. And really, it's therapy. You know, for somebody who might have been through a lot, you seeing the look on their face can revitalize that energy within you. So I would encourage people who are, you know, having a rough time, or encourage my sisters to recognize why they have their children. Because it's like life's way of revitalizing in so many ways, of course, because you got a whole nother being that is you. You feel me? Not to mention, they give so many gifts back to you, you know, like when you just start to get to a point that you just learn to appreciate a person, and rather than trying to make them something, you know, it's just a better opportunity for you to actually see what I'm talking about. So I would encourage every parent to, you know, write down the names of your kids and write down at least 5 to 7 things about them. Who?
Applesauce.
Did you finish your coconut water? Okay, baby. How long you been up? When did you wake up?
When Squash woke up.
Like, how long y'all been up? Y'all, since you came to the door? Okay, baby. Give it a little bit, okay? Remember you weren't feeling all that good yesterday. I know you hungry because you like, man, I ain't even eat last night, but give it a little bit. You know, we try to wake up first and then we eat. We don't eat breakfast. We break fast at lunch. Okay? I love you. I know mama be having you on a whole other program, but you know when you be at that house, we don't usually even worry about no food early in the morning. But you know why? Look at that 6-pack. Look at that 6-pack you got, girl. Wanna see my 6-pack? You gotta keep that rock hard stomach though. Cause the moment you start getting bloated, you're gonna start feeling a little weak. What did you eat yesterday when you started feeling sick? You might not remember, but it's just something to think about going forward so you can start paying attention. Do you remember? You don't. I think what it was, you might have got a little too hot yesterday. That's why I started boiling some water. Which reminds me, I need to start it over. Because you know, when it get cold outside, you turn the heat up, then next thing you know, it's too hot in here. especially when you upstairs. The heat rises. Heat rises, cold goes downward, right? Mm-hmm. You want to speak to the people this morning? The family? You want to speak to the family this morning? Not yet. Not quite. But you want me to pick you up though, huh? Girl, how old are you?
6.
6? 6? Oh yeah, we getting kiwi this morning, remember?
Yeah.
I mean, we getting kiwi first thing today. Don't break out fast. You gonna scoop yours like we did last time? What's good?
No.
Trying how your nose feel?
It still hurts.
You do? You get some zinc on up in you. See if I can find more zinc. Get you some zinc and some tea. Okay. So sit down, don't strain yourself too much. What it do though? What do you know? But you be on me though. You be on me. That's my Amore. Amore. Tamari. Amore, Tamari. You can say Tamari or Tamari. But that's my baby girl. She got me over about to make some tea though. Where's the ghost? Which reminds me, I got some good tea for my son. With what he dealing with, I got some kabacha. Alright, you be easy, Melinda. Sending positive energy to you. Alright, I appreciate you. Appreciate you too, Shay. Appreciate you. Just holding it down until my brothers get up. I can hear the pain. I want to go to sleep. I want to be I don't wanna do this anymore. I don't wanna be the reason why. Every time I walk out the door, I feel die a little more inside. I don't wanna be a murderer. I don't wanna do this anymore. Come on, Ezra, I got some coconut water for you. And I got a little bit of zinc for you. I think you got a little too hot yesterday too. Yo, you didn't hear me, Azariah? I said, come on. Get some zinc with your stomach.
Can I just put this in the water?
It'll be a lot easier. You just do like this and just drink. Come on, Azariah, today. You got to put it in your mouth. Coconut water.
No, I want it just like that. What?
Like that, it got water taste. Oh, better hurry up. When you feel better, I suggest you take your medicine. I believe